Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Liverpool is Red. What a day, what a weekend I had. Absolutely loved it. Going to Anfield, going inside, changing rooms, press box, everything. I will be posting the pictures for it very shortly. I wanted to do a quick one because I had a bit of an argument with one of my pals who's a big Spurs fan at Football Heritage TV. Um, I've got to be honest, I don't really rate Vini Jr. I don't understand why he was anywhere near the Ballon d'Or reckoning. To be honest, his numbers were okay. His numbers didn't even beat Salah's worst season. Um, and he's never been in the top three for a Ballon d'Or. So I mean, I do think that's going to change this season, barring obviously Liverpool winning the Premier League and Champions League, which I do think is going to happen. I actually think we're going to do the other two as well. So fingers crossed that still happens. So yeah, let's get Mo Salah the Ballon d'Or, and that actually leads me on to another disagreement we had. I generally think as well that Brian Bremo, if he was at Liverpool, um, playing on the last man like Salah does and has done for a long, long time for us, I do think he would get just as many goals and assists as Salah. Technically, I think he's a better footballer. He's more graceful on the ball. His first touch is better. I mean, Salah, don't get me wrong, he has had some really amazing touches in his time at Liverpool. But when you watch him as much as what I do, I don't feel he's as good as a Buemo, if I'm honest. I think that if you'd have stuck Mahrez or Sane in our side through the same period of time as Mo Salah, I do think that again both those guys would have hit the numbers that Salah has. I'm not taking anything away from Mo Salah. Please don't think that I am. I love him. I think he's a role model for a lot of kids out there, and should be around the world. His work ethic, how much he wants to stay fit, how much his mentality to keep going and going and going, because he does miss a hell of a lot. He's had 60 shots this season in the Premier League alone, or 59, and he's scored 18 goals. So he's scoring 1 in 3 shots. Now, for someone with the numbers that Salah has, and I think he's had less shots this season than he has in previous seasons as well. So he's a good finisher. He is very, very good. But again, I do think that if you put someone with a good array of talent like Buemo or Sane or Mahrez, Kudus, for example, these sort of players who have something about them, have the similar attributes in terms of strength and athleticism, and finishing ability. My friend didn't agree that Mbeumo could potentially do it for Liverpool. But then I look at him and I think, well, he's got 14, is it 14 Premier League goals, maybe 11 Premier League goals, but he's playing for Brentford. He is playing for Brentford. He takes some penalties, I believe, when Wissa isn't playing. So that does obviously help his goal ratio. But then Salah takes all of our penalties, and has done since he's been here. So yeah, let me know what you think. Am I wrong? Am I stupid in thinking that? I don't think I am. But if Salah was to leave, I'd love to know who you would want to possibly come in and replace him, or do we already have that person in Chiesa? He hasn't had much of a run out at the moment. I do, he didn't have a pre-season at Juve. He's come over here. It's a completely different league. So it's a lot quicker. You do have to be more of an athlete over here than you do over in Serie A. So, do we already have him in the wings? Is Harvey Elliott going to be moved out there? Who knows? Who would you like to see? Other than, obviously, Salah signing a new deal, staying here for the next 3 years, I would say. And then, he can go out to Saudi then and earn as much money as he likes. But I think if he stays for the next 3 seasons, I think he's going to get really close to Harry Kane in his Premier League record. He will also, I believe, become in the top 2 of all-time Liverpool goal scorers if he does stay for the next 3 seasons. I hope he does, but if the worst should happen and he doesn't, who would you like to replace him? My vote is Mbeumo. I think he's around the right age profile. I don't think he's going to cost an extortionate amount of money. unlike obviously what Thomas Frank said, I think if we put an offer in of 65 million, I can't see how they can say no to that, and that's pretty much the going rate for a good player. And I think the progression that our guys make at Liverpool over the since Klopp has been in charge, he pretty much improved every player he brought in. When we bought Mo Salah, for example, 35 to 40 million, everybody kind of thought, okay, right, fair enough. And now look what he's done, the numbers he's put up. The same with Sadio Mane. 37 million, I think he was from Southampton. And look what I had. To me, he was one of the best left wingers we've ever had. He had everything. I was a little bit disappointed he left, to be honest. I really didn't want him to go. As much as I love Luis Diaz and now obviously Cody Gakpo, I do think that there's something behind the scenes maybe happening with Luis Diaz. I do understand, and I've read that he's not on obviously as much as the likes of Cody Gakpo and Darwin Núñez even. So he wants a new contract, but he's got 3 years left on his current deal, which is around 80,000 a week. He wants to get over that 100 grand bracket, and he's a great player. So, and his form this season has been great. He has been moved into the middle a lot. But who knows? Hopefully now, after that game yesterday with Brentford, Darwin Núñez, coming on to him, he is the right age profile. He cost a lot of money. He did cost a lot of money, but then that's only with the add-ons. Whether we trigger those add-ons or not, remains to be seen. So I think he's someone who could, if we didn't keep him as a number 9, and if Diaz did leave, I do think that we wouldn't necessarily need someone on that left-hand side, because Chiesa could always play over there. And again, similar age profile as Cody Gakpo. I think he's a year older, maybe. And then Darwin Núñez, he could go out on the left-hand side if they're not going to play him through the middle. That could help him. So we would then need a number 9. My vote for that is Santiago Jimenez. He's played for slot. He knows the system. He scores goals. He's big. He's strong. He's quick. I think he would be the way forward if it was up to me. You never know. If we get them and they do it well, maybe I could become a scout for Liverpool. That'd be nice. Enjoy your day, guys. Another post coming soon. Photos from the event yesterday. Please like, subscribe, share with friends, and get me out there. Top man. Take care. Bye-bye.